Next, what I wanted to ask you was that with the audience demographics of India, a major friction towards online learning industry is that like the software is great, the content is great, but India still lags behind in the hardware part. As in, right now also in my college, if there is an online lecture, only like 20% people will be having their laptops. Like rest 80% are still on their mobile phone, and it's tough. It's tough for a mobile phone to handle 3-4 hours of streaming continuously. And even talking about the laptops, most students, most people in general, don't have those high-end laptops that can seamlessly attend live lectures or seamlessly attend virtual classrooms and all. They have the very basic models which can do a good job, but it's not feasible to take it to a long term. So do you think that this lack of hardware is kind of acting as some sort of trouble for the online industry? And if yes, then how is the industry as a whole like beating that out?
See, I agree it's tough. The infrastructure to handle a completely online learning system for the entire country
Yeah,
is definitely tough, and we were not ready for it.
yeah,
But I think it's great. Yeah, till the time you're not thrown into the water, I think you don't learn how to swim.
yeah,
Agar ye nahi hota, if this would have not happened, we would have continued in our pace with dhire how online edtech space is developing,
yeah,
and to actually make it reach to the tier 3 tier 4 level would have been really tough. But now everyone has to do it. Majboori hai. You have
yeah,
to do it, you have to manage it. So and it's not necessary that everyone can afford a laptop also, but I feel the mobile is also a damn powerful instrument.
yeah,
And if you can consume that content on the mobile to start with and make yourself accustomed to that, I think it's a great way of starting this whole journey and this whole phase of online learning, because you have to progress gradually
yeah,
in some cases. And I think that's why, because we're just thrown into this sea of water, the infrastructure the focus on infrastructure will be much more in that sense. So obviously, is it tough right now? It is. Do we have the infrastructure? No, we don't have such a vast infrastructure
yeah,
to handle this, but it's happening, right? It's happening everywhere. Everyone is doing their online classes somehow or the other. They're managing. I
yeah,
won't say it's the best scenario, but now that we know that this is what we are going to do in the future and this is how the future looks like,
yeah,
so I'm saying more energies will be diverted towards it. Very quick example that comes into my mind is the whole demonetization that happened in digital payments coming in.
yeah.
Did the entire world transact digitally? Did the entire country transact digitally? Not at all.
They had to.
How many people used net banking before demonetization? See the numbers; it's way below than what people started doing post that.
Yeah, they had to
Now
adapt to that.
even yeah, my driver, my house help, everybody has an account. They digitally do transactions.
Yeah,
Sometimes I give salaries also digitally.
yeah,
So until and unless we were thrown into it, the infrastructure never developed.
makes
So
sense.
I am hoping that now that we see, and education is so integral there to any country.
Yeah,
It is something that will shape the future and of your country and the skilling that has to happen in the country. So I'm sure a lot of energies and a lot of thinking will go in this direction
yeah,
once we have all this COVID behind us,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, and we
A
can
lot.
build something much better.
A lot of hardware companies are also looking forward that okay, right now from a lot of student base there has been a surging demand in terms of laptops, in terms of strong devices. A lot of companies in future may go into that, okay, we need to make budget friendly good devices
Yeah,
that
there might be
can
low
handle.
cost models coming in. You never know. There might be, anyways, you have such low cost tablets, anyways, in the market.
Yeah,
There could be other innovations around it. I'm sure everyone is thinking on those lines. In fact, we being a content company, obviously, right now we are only giving content, but we are also trying to, build through our app, through our technology and interface that is so seamless on the mobile, so that if you're watching it on the mobile, aapko itni problem hi na ho.
yeah,
So, companies like us also are trying to do it on our end in terms of technology, to make sure that you also understand and get the content very easily.
yeah,
There's not too much tamjham you need to do, and I'm
yeah,
sure the hardware infrastructure companies, the companies that are into all these laptops, in fact even the bandwidth companies, the internet, everything, I think everything is going to now align themselves to work towards making this a little more seamless.
yeah, that makes sense.